The psychology of cleaning and its profound impact on human well-being is rooted in the constant dialogue between our internal mental state and our external environment. When a person lives in a chaotic or cluttered space, the brain is forced to process an overwhelming amount of visual information that it perceives as unfinished business. This creates a state of high cognitive load, where every scattered item acts like a background application on a computer, silently draining energy and increasing the production of stress hormones like cortisol. For example, a sink full of dirty dishes, or a desk buried under old mail, is not just a physical problem, but a psychological weight that signals to the subconscious that one is failing to manage their life. By cleaning these spaces, a person is essentially performing a mental reset that restores a sense of agency and control. One of the most difficult barriers to maintaining a healthy environment is the psychological attachment to items based on utility or future needs. This often manifests as a fear-based thought process where an individual worries about needing an object the moment it is gone. However, from a clinical perspective, holding on to items, just in case, is frequently a symptom of future anxiety or a lack of trust in one's own ability to solve problems as they arise. For instance, keeping a drawer full of old, tangled cables for electronics you no longer own provides a false sense of security while creating real, daily frustration. Learning to let go of these items requires a shift in mindset, from focusing on the theoretical loss to focusing on the actual gain of mental clarity and physical freedom. To bridge the gap between the fear of letting go and the desire for a clear mind, specific psychological tools like the 20/20 rule and the probation box are essential. The 20/20 rule suggests that if an item can be replaced for less than $20 and in less than 20 minutes, the mental cost of storing it, just in case, far outweighs its actual value. This helps an individual understand that they are not losing a resource, but rather purchasing mental freedom. For those who struggle with the immediate pain of disposal, the probation box serves as a psychological safety net. By placing questionable items in a sealed box with a future date, the owner can physically remove the clutter from their sight while emotionally delaying the finality of the decision. If the box remains unopened after 6 months or a year, it provides objective proof that the item was not necessary for their survival or happiness. These methods effectively break the cycle of guilt and fear, allowing a person to reclaim the focus and energy they previously spent on managing useless objects, ultimately clearing the path for greater productivity and the creation of wealth. The wardrobe is a particularly significant area of psychological study, because clothing is deeply tied to identity and the fantasy self. Many people keep brand new clothes with the tags still on because those items represent a version of themselves they hope to become, such as a more social person or someone who attends formal events. When these clothes remain unworn, they transform into guilt triggers that remind the individual of unmet goals or wasted money. Psychologically, the most effective way to handle this is to shift the action from disposal to contribution. By giving these brand new items to someone who can actually use them, the owner replaces the feeling of financial loss with the positive dopamine reward of altruism. Establishing simple daily rituals, such as making the bed or clearing a kitchen counter before sleep, serves as a powerful psychological tool known as a completion trigger. These small acts of order provide an immediate sense of accomplishment that can combat feelings of depression or helplessness. For example, a person who starts their day by making their bed has already achieved their first task, which fosters a productive momentum that carries into more complex challenges. While we are not certain about the exact percentage of productivity increase for every individual, the general consensus in environmental psychology is that organized spaces consistently correlate with higher focus and lower levels of reported anxiety. Ultimately, cleaning is less about the physical removal of dirt and more about the proactive management of one's own life energy and mental health. Thank you for joining me in this video today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on holistic well-being. Thank you, and have a great day.